Today we've got the Samsung Galaxy A40, one of the latest handsets in the new, I believe it's a mid-range market. It's really hard to tell because they are getting rid of the J series phones and you don't really know because you've got an M series phones and A series phones, and the M series apparently are more affordable, but then you've got the A10 as well, which is also quite affordable. So yeah, let's focus on the A40 for now. So in the box, as you can see, you've got the headset, the phone itself. Obviously, the headset does have volume up, volume down, and a answer, decline, play, pause button. You also get these rubberized earbuds. Then you've got the Type-C cable and a charger plus a SIM tray pin. Now on top we also have a well hidden box with probably, quick start guide, yes, and a warranty card. So nothing very special, but yeah. So whoops. That's the phone itself. Now this might look like it's made of glass, but it's actually a plastic which is made, well just plastic, but it reflects light like a glass, so Samsung calls it glasstic. Yeah, whatever. So that's the phone itself. Looks pretty neat, to be honest. For something that costs £219, it's actually really not bad. We've got a fingerprint sensor on the back, LED flash, 5 and 13 megapixel shooters. Then we've got the volume up, volume down SIM tray, memory card tray on the other side, headphone jack, Type-C connector on the bottom, and a one button firing speaker. Now the device itself is 5.9 inch with a Infinity U display, and this is my Sony Xperia XZ3 with a 6-inch display, so only 0.1 inch display difference, but look how thin the bezels are, which does make it really good looking. It actually reminds me of the Sony Compact Series phones, still having a 6-inch display with that weird dewdrop, teardrop, raindrop, water drop notch, however you call it. The phone runs on the Samsung One UI with an Android 9 out of the box. In terms of the internal storage, it has 64 gigabytes of internal storage, and then we've got 4 gigabytes of RAM as well on board. So again, it is really priced aggressively. Oh, actually, no, we've got 3 gigabytes of RAM in here. That's interesting because the official specs and GSM Arena quotes 4 gigs of RAM. Very interesting. So yeah, going back with the handset itself, you've got the pop-up views, you've got the one-handed mode, you've got a very weird gesture-based system, which I'll show you in a second. The memory is expandable, like I've mentioned, with memory cards up to 512 gigabytes if you'd like to do that. And then let's have a look at what else we've got. It actually feels pretty smooth. Now this Exynos processor, which is like an Exynos 7885, whatever you call it, built in 14 nanometer architecture, it actually is pretty nippy. It's not that good in terms of heavy duty 3D 4K editing tasks, but it does a really good job when you use it on a daily basis. Now this is the gesture system that's in the phone, so you kind of replace the home, recent, and back button with a swipe up gesture, but at the same time, you know, the Pixel and the Sony and even the, I don't know, the Huawei P30 Lite reviewed recently does that job slightly better. So yeah, I'll just go back to the normal user interface interaction with the actual phone itself. You've got the night mode, which is built in, pre-installed, a very neat feature on the phone itself. You also have the night shift mode, which allows you to remove the blue hue so your eyes feel less strained. Overall, a pretty decent package. As you can see, pretty fluid. Now, in terms of the battery life itself, I know in the camera department, just a quick one, 3100 milliampere hour battery, fast charging, 15 watts, around 50% in half an hour for a full charge. So it's not that bad, to be honest. In terms of the camera itself, it does actually have 16 megapixels, sorry, not 13 on the back, and 5, which is ultra wide lens. Now the phone does have a HDR toggle, but it's only for pictures, it's not for videos. So leave it like that. And then we've got the 25 megapixel front shorter camera on the front. Yeah, front facing camera on the front. Where else? The picture quality is decent. Again, I would say if you are considering this or the Huawei P30 Lite, I would say the P30 Lite takes slightly better pictures, but I'll show you the actual quality of the pictures at the very end of the video as usual. Now, I do have access to the A50 and A70 as well, so these phones will come onto the channel shortly. Overall, I'm pretty impressed with the A40. I'm not gonna lie. I think it's a pretty decent handset. 64 gigs of internal storage, expandable for £219. It's actually not that bad. Now, considering it's a Samsung phone, that also means that it runs on Android 9, and probably in 2022 you'll get an Android 10. But yeah, it is a Samsung, so people get kind of used to that. And yeah, that's pretty much it in terms of the actual phone itself. In terms of the camera, as you can see, all the modes, you've got a pro mode, but not overly. You don't get that many features in the manual mode. The live focus is like a portrait mode, background blur option on the Samsung phones, to not call it a portrait mode. The phone itself, apart from that, also comes with a game launcher, which can put all your games in one place and kind of speed them up, shut everything else down. You even get an FM radio built in, Samsung SmartThings, but obviously because it's a Samsung phone, you also get a Samsung browser and a Samsung store, which kind of doesn't make much sense having two apps that do the same stuff, but yeah, whatever, Samsung. So yeah, thanks for watching another episode of Quick Expert Reviews, and I'll speak to you soon, guys. Bye.